He's right at home in the dozer. He loves to run dozer. Take this spruce too. Trying to knock the scale off. Oh, that worked pretty good. What happened is this is a mud flap off a truck. This pipe rotted off. Yeah, rotted right off. Rotted right off. Well, this poster right here should explain a lot about me. Let's see. Yeah, I graduated in '90. I got this poster somewhere around when I graduated, went to college, something there. But this explains my philosophy. I loved home improvement. That was me. Caution, man with big tool. Yeah, I still have the poster, what, 25 years later? Now I got to get some summer air in there. That winter air just doesn't hold up. So I was just bopping around in the Ranger here, testing out my throttle cable, which I think needs to be adjusted. It's coming along this trail and I saw something white down here. So I looped around this tree and I came back and it was what I thought it was. Let's go. It looks like it's got some antlers. It had some antlers. Little buckaroo. Hey, see, we got a hole in the 848 exhaust. We're going to use the first aid kit on it and put a band-aid on it. I'm just trying to pick out which one I want here. Wait. Here's a couple razors. I got to get Gordy to pick one out, which one he wants to give me. These don't have turbos, though. Maybe I won't take it. See you, Gordy. They're heading off to Kentucky. Or not.
It's like you have control of the horn there for a moment.
Who is that masked man? All because the paint doesn't match.
Well, if you'd got the right color.
You ever seen the inside of a oxygen or acetylene regulator? I hadn't either until I took this. Well, we actually took the acetylene one apart. And this is what's in it. And I'm just talking to myself. Oop. And this diaphragm is ripped. Right there. That's why it was leaking, and that's why we were out of acetylene. But we stole this out of the oxygen. And hopefully it'll work. We had a couple extra gauges around here, obviously. I think I have a leak. Yep. I have a leak. Oh, you already filled it?
Yep. Why were you?
Well, I thought what you said was so funny.
Do you want me to redo it?
Well, I'm recording right now. So Smith walked through the shop and he's got the oil sample. Oh, you're gonna do it?
And do it again.
Oh, jeez.
You got to have the proper authorities watching when you do a piss test.
Okay. So, Spiff, what did you say when you walked through the shop?
It's pretty bad when we got to give the skidder a piss test.
I thought it was so funny. I walked out here and had to record it. That's transmission fluid, by the way. Doing an oil sample on it.
Are you pooping or what?
Ooh, isn't that a pretty door handle? Spiff is giving the H1 more final wash there before he puts the panels back on it. He just changed all the filters in it, serviced it that way today. Put the exhaust back on it because we needed a new section of exhaust. Yeah, the truck is still dirty, and thank you, Aaron Smith, for your rebuttal to that moron. Anyway, this light bracket, I changed it a couple years ago, or Todd and I don't remember if I did it. Anyway, we went to a different style where the light just pops in underneath the door here. This is a much better style, but it was too long. And when the air comes out of the cab, the bracket was actually hitting the fuel tank there. So I chopped off close to an inch, and now there's a gap under there. It ain't perfect, but it's better. Well, the Lumac is finally getting back around. It's gonna go back in the washing area. It definitely needs it. The bottom of this door is pretty bad. I'm gonna take the grinder after it, see how bad the damage or how deep it is. Well, I've already tore into this door a little bit. A little bit on the back side here, not much, but I thought I'd better get a video before I do too much. Well, I ended up chopping that much of the door off, and I chopped out the bottom of the door too. I'm going to spray some rust converter in it. If anybody's looking for some good used parts of a Mack truck door, look for these on my Amazon account. Spiff's gonna make me crawl into the skidder and help him put some belly pans up. Those are just optional. It's getting heavier. There, we should have her made now.
You'd quit knocking dirt down in our face.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just
Can you hold this up like this a little bit?
trying to make a video, doggone it.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me try tighten it and see
I
what
had
happens.
white powder come down, sandblasting sand.
Okay, watch yourself.
Okay. And it went up my nose. So I was snorting white powder this morning, but Spiff says that's not unusual.
I'm guessing your swivel's back in your truck.
Yeah. I only need this glove. I don't need that glove. It's like Michael Jackson Day around here. Alright, maybe I'll take it. So I cut this piece of 1-inch flat stock, not very thick, 1/8 inch maybe. It almost looks like it'll cover. I might just use that. So I just vice gripped it into place there. That just might work. Time to drag the welder over. Trying to get that piece into place to weld it. So I clamped a piece of angle iron, wedged another piece of steel in there to get the right angle. I just got reminded that I didn't have the correct welding gloves on. Well, this gives you an idea of how the ground is not set up. Even right here in our yard. Spiff drove over here to push that back so he could back the limber up on that little bank to wash it so the water would run out. He literally left almost ruts. What looks like dry dirt. It's that soft yet. He just did this, I don't know, half hour ago. But look at that. The ground looks good. It's not. Hasn't been started in a couple months. Let's see. Let the fuel pump run a second. Might have bled back. Alright, I'm going to hit that. Let the other fuel pump kick in a little bit. Alright. Well, let's give her a whirl. Ready? Fire in the hole. Oh. Phew, like it was run this morning. That's pretty good. There, Spiff is washing it for me, or washing it for us, whatever, washing it. Good, because it certainly needs it, and I felt bad that it's been dirty this long. You're probably asking yourself, what am I building now? Put these little hooks on this little plate I made. What's that? Oh, it's my RAM mount, phone mount that broke. There used to be these little ears on here, and they broke last winter. But probably for the better, because my phone now will not fit in it. So I'm building a little extension with metal ears. You know, if plastic is good enough for the average person, you got to make it out of metal for me. Well, I brought it over to the paint booth. Paint it while it's still hot. Bakes the paint on there. And then you can quickly lift it. That was bad. That was really bad. Well, there you go. I have a fixed phone mount. A little plate on the back. Ground the side of them screws down so they'd fit down in there. Made it longer. Yeah. Check it out on my Amazon account. Oh boy. Let's see. It's gonna move. I don't know why it's so worried. He's spinning a little bit, but not too bad. I told him to spin it full of mud. See how mad that made Spiff. Oh, heck yeah. Good. Another stuck truck video. Old Blue finally got some new chrome door handles. Oh, they work fantastic. Thanks, Dean. Look at the size of that thing. That was one big helicopter.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.